Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about what it means to have hummingbird as a totem. There's actually a separate video this time for hummingbird as a spirit guide. For such little bitty creatures, they actually have a whole lot of wisdom attached to them. So to make things a little bit easier and to make the videos a little shorter, I've done two. So if you just think hummingbird is your spirit guide, meaning it's just showing up now just to give you a particular message, check out that video, although you'll probably get something here too. If hummingbird is your totem, meaning that it reflects aspects of your personality, it speaks to some of the bigger lessons you're learning in this lifetime, and you've probably always been attracted to hummingbirds, then this is where you want to be. So, first off, some folks are here just to make life more beautiful, more interesting, just by being them. There's some life paths that are about things that we do, visible things that we create, epic ways we change the world. But no less important is the person who just by being themselves makes life a heck of a lot more worth living. And that is the hummingbird person. If you think about it in terms of hummingbirds' relationship with nature, some of the most beautiful and interesting flowers wouldn't exist without hummingbirds. They're actually structured in such a way that only the hummingbird with its long bill and tongue is able to pollinate it. And if the hummingbirds stopped existing, then these beautiful, interesting flowers would stop existing. So simply by the act of nourishing themselves, they're making the world more beautiful. Hummingbird person, that's you too. Just by doing what calls to you, what makes you happiest, what feeds that zany personality of yours, you are making the world more interesting and happier. And if you doubt this, think about the success of that recent video, Happy by Pharrell, where everybody suddenly glommed onto it and it's been this huge thing. We like to be around people who make us feel good. We want to suck up all those happy vibes because it makes us feel better. Now, hummingbird people, often on an unconscious level, interestingly, have an innate understanding of one of the most powerful truths of existence, which is that the past, the present, the future, these are all one. And this is symbolized by the motion of a hummingbird's wings in flight, which is the figure 8, representing infinity. The past only exists in our memories. If you took away all the physical representations of the past, the ways we've written it down, or we've put things in place so that we can see a recollection of it, if you took that all away, the only place the past would really exist is up here, which is just thought and not physical form. The future doesn't exist except in our hopes and our dreams and our hypotheses and beliefs. The only place where we can actively live is in the now. And so our past, our present, our future are all one at the same time. And hummingbird people, even if they don't often understand on a conscious level, they know this, which is why most hummingbird people don't spend a whole lot of time thinking about what has happened before in their lives, and they also don't spend a whole lot of time worrying about the future. They're able to seize that now moment and use it to their fullest, which is one of the reasons hummingbird people are a lot happier than the rest of us many times. This is because they aren't anchored to what happened in the past. They aren't invested in what they're worried about in the future. They just want to take the next sparkly thing that's calling to them and go for it, which is also one of the reasons they can make some amazing transitions in their life. They don't fear risk in the same way that a lot of us do. They aren't attached to things that hold us back. They will take that trip around the world. They will quit that job. They will meet their true love in some extraordinarily crazy romantic way. This is just the way of the hummingbird person. This also ties into the way that hummingbird flies, this ability to make these crazy quick transitions. Hummingbirds don't walk anywhere. They fly at a million miles an hour all the time. They're always buzzing around. And they're also the bird world's most acrobatic flyers. They can run circles around everybody else, and so nothing actually scares them. Hummingbirds have actually been known to chase off an eagle. They can make crazy transitions, mid-flight changes, And this is something people with a hummingbird totem often can do as well. Now, because they don't really need to be afraid of these other things, it also ties into what happens when somebody who has the hummingbird's best interests at heart tries to tell them to slow down or maybe do things differently or consider their path. Hummingbird isn't going to squawk at them. They're just going to ignore them. They'll run circles around you and run off. Hummingbird people do tend to be kind of good at denial. They will just leave and not put up with you anymore. Now, hummingbird people, for this reason, are also very, very independent. They do not want anybody telling them what to do, and they're not going to tolerate it for very long. In fact, they only settle down to mate. That is the only time hummingbird gets comfortable and stays in one spot for a little while. So, stands to reason, if you are in pursuit of a hummingbird person, you're going to want to keep in mind the fact they don't really need you. And part of this, well, it features into how hummingbirds get together. The male attracts the female. They're usually the ones that are the most brightly colored. They do these crazy little dances for them. So if you yourself are in pursuit of a hummingbird person, you're going to want to make yourself awfully attractive. Dress up, take that shower, make sure you shave or put on your good makeup. Take them out, do something really fabulous to get their attention. Because again, remember, they don't need you. They need a reason for you to be hanging around. Now, if you're a hummingbird person, though, one of your life lessons is to understand that a lot of your tendency may be to look at how a situation appears, to look at the things people do. And so you will be asked to begin evaluating things as they are. Not every romantic partner has it in them all the time to perform these huge romantic acts for us or to always look nice. And so when that happens, hummingbird person, you're going to want to pay close attention to the person that you're with. Who are they? What do they have to offer you? Hummingbird people also love water, and that's because hummingbirds themselves love water. They love to play in the water, and water is the element of emotion. So if you're not a big water baby, hummingbird people, just think of it on emotional terms. Hummingbird people are able to be happier a lot more effortlessly than the rest of us. They're zany, they're fun, they're creative, and being joyful just comes naturally to them. It's fun, it's easy, and the big emotions don't bog them down like the rest of us. In fact, they don't spend a whole lot of time focused on any one thing. This is also natural for hummingbird people in that their thoughts are always flying. They're always moving around. It may be on a physical level, where they're just always go, 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 go. Or it may be on a mental level, such as my Gemini friends out there, many of whom are hummingbirds, where your thoughts are always going in a billion different directions, and what's that brand new sparkly thing that you want to try doing? Because of this, physical hummingbird actually goes into hibernation at night, at least most of the species do, in order to, well, not die in their sleep. Their metabolic rate is so high to keep them humming along like that, that if it continued at that speed while they were sleeping, they wouldn't wake up. Hummingbird actually eats 50 to 60 meals a day to fuel that crazy activity. So if you're a hummingbird person, you're probably going to be running around like crazy, mentally or physically. You're always going, 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 going. And this is why a hummingbird person's physical pattern tends to be go, 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 unconscious. And then they rest for a little while, and they get up and go, 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 and then they're out again. If that's you, don't worry. It's normal. It's who you're supposed to be. It's just how your body works naturally. But you do need to bear in mind that if your body is giving you signals that it's worn out or it needs to be refueled, you need to stop and eat, or you need to take a break. Hummingbird's system is actually very, very fragile. They are balanced on a razor edge all the time between life and death. And so when your body says, hey, I'm empty, I'm done, this is important. If you don't pay attention, you may actually make yourself sick. Now, lastly, the hummingbird people, they are so hard to, well, live with sometimes because they're always off, going. But one of the things that they teach us is to let go of a lot of our fears and just have fun. So if you're with a hummingbird person, rather than trying to get them to settle down or control them, one of the best things you can do is kind of keep an eye on what they're doing. Follow them. Let them inspire you. Appreciate them for who they are, because they will make your life a whole lot more fun and a lot more colorful. Dear ones, if you are still thinking, oh man, this doesn't quite relate to me, then check out my other video on Hummingbird as a Spirit Guide. You may find your answers there. And hopefully this has answered your questions about what it means to be a hummingbird person. You guys all have a wonderful day.